John, the answer is so obvious. Of course you'll be happy. End the video. And I thought you hated talking about NS. Well, with me having lots of time to overthink this question, I can write a video essay on it. In fact, I have about 2,000 words in this script after all. So, will I be happy once I ORD? You might be quite surprised that people way older than me would miss the simple times in NS, making me wonder if I've treasured the months in a military camp. I've had a friend that recently told me that he would be happy for 3 days after he ORD, and then the rest is like equilibrium baseline level. Is the outside working life that cruel? I was looking forward to it. Maybe I could better answer this question after some time in the civilian world. I'll probably do a follow-up video right before I enter university. After all, though this video is uploaded a few days after I ORD, I'm writing this script a month before. So let's answer the video title. Most people will associate ORD with the word free. Specifically freedom from the strict rules. We don't have to worry about being one step away from detention barracks or signing extra, but it's also the fact that there are many rules in the army that don't exist anywhere else. Someone's rank is more important than the person itself? I get the rationale. The army needs to be as efficient as possible to defend the country. But come on, I don't like the idea of possibly stepping on landmines in places I didn't even know had them. I don't know if any guy agrees, but it seems impossible to follow every rule to a T. So people will cut corners or go by left. Look at the 9th SCF core value, am I right? I've never enjoyed the idea of breaking rules due to my guilty conscience, but I'll admit it by saying that I have done them out of convenience. It's just that for me, I don't enjoy having a carrot and stick method. Finally, I am not bound by the system once I ORD. And don't bring up the fact that I have to do reservice, I want to forget about it. But this is where you might long for the days in the army. Because from what I heard from my older relatives, they think that NS was simple. You don't have to think or plan much. Just do what you're told. Whatever happens in your 2 years won't affect you that great, unless you get caught flouting rules. This point makes sense when I see my friends stressing about their tests and projects while I'm just scrolling on TikTok and camp. Y'all worry about your finals? I've been dealing with my platoon mates. But then again, I have to eventually care about my professional life. If anything, NS might have slowed me down from making progress for the past 2 years. And maybe even more during reservice. Okay, I brought it up myself, it's my fault. That's why I started learning CS50 for the past few months. I agree that there's a lot of free time, but what's the point of it if you're forced to stay in camp? I'm stuck with my phone, and obviously I'll get bored after spending 6 straight hours on it almost every night. I've run out of things to watch. Do you want a quote for the day? 2 words. Boredom kills. I understand that NS is a long break from studying, but maybe I'm unironically on the Sigma grind set. Or maybe it's capitalism's fault. Don't clip that out of context, okay? Please don't. I feel like a lot of time was wasted in NS. I'd rather use the extra time in making videos or working out, and that would make me happy. Wait, after I ORD, why? I've heard of people who got fatter after NS. I even made an entire video on that. But even if I don't get fat, will I lose muscles? That's why I need to revamp my exercise routine, especially if I want to get that $500 per year from getting IPPT Gold. You can argue that my unit forced me to go for PT, but honestly, I don't put a lot of effort into it. Where do you get the energy to do PT at 8 AM with little sleep? I'd rather exercise a few hours after waking up. Also, by the time I'm done with work, I'm too tired to work out after last parade. NS is making me less fit? Don't clip that also, I'm gonna get porf mud. So with this newfound flexibility, I hope to exercise more while also making good food. I've been eating rather unhealthily for the past few months. Because I don't like cookhouse food, but I can't make my own food, so I would go to the canteen or order in food. After I ORD, I plan to learn cooking so that I have greater autonomy over my diet. Please let me make food that's delicious, yet cheap, yet easy, yet fueling. So things are looking up for my fitness? You'll be able to tell if you click on the recent video to tell if I've strayed away from my current weight, which is currently at 69 kg. And I know it sounds like a joke, but it is. Maybe my friends who I haven't seen in a while can tell whether I've become chonky. Speaking of friends, this is a smooth segue into my social. The obvious pro is that I will have more time to meet up with my friends outside of the army since I don't have to stay at camp during the weekends. No, not during the weekends, weekdays. Unless I'm in like guard duty. But the obvious con is that I might not see people from NS ever again if no one makes the effort to catch up. Just to go deeper into it, do I still want to see them again? If I'm a good friend, of course, it's a yes from me, like I'm Simon Cowell. But what if I don't want to be friends with them anymore? We helped each other during hardships in camp, But did I really enjoy the time with them? There are some people that I'm on good terms with just so I don't stir drama, though I hate what they did. Whether it be not doing their part, snitching on people, or power tripping. But do I really want to see them after I ORD? Or would I rather socially distance myself away from them? I might be happy since I'm not trapped with people I might not necessarily like. I can finally spend my time with people I want to be, or just spend as much time alone as I desire. But to be fair, we know of people we didn't really click with in school, but after getting to know them in whatever weird circumstance, realized that we can be good friends. I felt that with my JC classmate. We weren't close during JC, but after A-levels, we bonded quite well. It might be because we put whatever drama and stress from studying behind us. So will it be like this in NS? Perhaps the people who keep avoiding their responsibilities only do that in the army and they're actually willing to help others out just to assume the best. Or maybe the superiors that you hated are actually cool as friends once y'all are both civilians. After all, they didn't mean to be draconian towards you, they are just bound by the system. This is starting to sound like those red pill YouTubers. Fight against the simulation! Wake up, sheeple! I think it might be worth meeting up with people from NS since we might be able to just forgive and laugh off what happened. But if the red flags still show up, then I'ma cut them off. And that means more happiness for me. Other than that, I'm obviously looking forward to my friends that I haven't seen just to see whether they've changed a lot after 2 years. I know I've changed a lot for better or for worse. My social life felt like it was at an all-time low. They can also help me out with university life. They can also help me out with talking to girls. Oh yeah, speaking of girls, transit... I can see more girls, am I right? Of course, it's not like I'm awkward with talking to girls. I still meet up with my female friends in my church group almost weekly as I've mastered the art of not talking about NS with them. Because girls hate hearing about NS. As much as I try to treat girls and guys the same, and please don't cancel me for this, I talk to my female friends differently from my male friends. Okay, what am I, cancelled? For example, I make way less edgy jokes because from my personal experience, girls don't like them or guys would laugh or banter around. But I'm just saying that I've had sufficient interaction with females such that I won't be crippled with anxiety, which equals happiness. But John, how about dating? Okay buddy, seems like you're only happy if I talk about this. When people ask whether I'm dating, I give the convenient yet valid reason that I'm in NS and no girl really wants to date an NSF. But now that I'm out, I can put myself out there. I don't have anyone in my personal circle that I'm interested in. Well of course John, you only have your church group because you don't keep in touch with the female friends you have from school. At this stage of life, I just want to date to understand what I'm looking for in a partner. Now, I can wait until university starts, or I can get my friends to set up a profile on dating apps for me as a joke. I went with the latter. Obviously, I would have been on Hinge if not for the fact that my friend put my age as 17. I don't think dating necessarily means I'll be happy. I can have my confidence shattered from a catastrophic interaction, such as being ghosted. But better understanding my needs for a partner does help me in the long run. Maybe I'll realize that I enjoy being single and that's a-okay with me. At least my interactions on dating apps sound like a content generator if I wanted to. Should I quickly give an update on my channel? Now that I'm no longer in the chapter of NS, I'll make fewer videos on the army. I can tell from the views that people like them, but I feel like I've milked the topic dry. Also, I'll upload less frequently since I have more higher effort videos coming soon. I hope I can upload once per 2 to 3 weeks. I think this is a sustainable way for me to pump out content and build a parasocial relationship with my viewers. No, the last part I'm kidding. Okay, I'm not your friend. If people care, the podcast channel is on an indefinite hiatus. Seems like things are going downhill from here. But I will strive for better content, especially since I have more time to work on something I'm passionate about. I thought I would stop uploading after I ORD, but I clearly enjoy this hobby. And I have more ideas I want to see come to fruition, so I'm pushing on. Let's shoot for 1,000 subscribers this year. If not, my subscriber count is disproportionately lower than my channel views and I'll get ratioed by some aesthetic vlogger channel. In conclusion, I've ranted a lot. I went through the ideas of freedom or free time, fitness, social and dating life, and my content creation journey. All this is to just answer that yes, I'll probably be happy once I ORD. Now you can annihilate that subscribe button, comment who you're voting for in this upcoming presidential election, and I'll see you soon talking about how I'm not ready for university. 我的